Hello everyone and welcome back to Ragplay's Crusader Kings II Monks and Mystics, as the Penitenziagite campaign is currently underway. We're gearing up to go to war with the Count of Piedmont here. This actually has it in the Italian form, but I'm going to call it by the English names because it's just easier for me. Piedmont. And then perhaps Savoy. Currently he has 1.76 troops, and I currently have 1.6. We're working our way up, and soon our levy will be completely replenished here, and we should be able to take him in a straight-up fight if we rush him by grabbing our men from Saluzzo and Monferrat and going to Piedmont right away. We will just continue to unpause. Another thing we can do, since we know that we're going to war and we no longer need a claim on Savoy, we could begin sowing dissent in Savoy, and switch our chancellor to doing that. Sowing dissent causes the vassalage opinion to be lowered every. The possibility is 24% chance per year. So we might make his mayor and his bishop like him a little bit less. Means that they will give him less troops than they would otherwise have. Might even set this guy as a rival. In fact, can I do that? I'm going to set him as a special interest character. That's what this button does. And, I don't really know even how to access special interest characters. Open category. Characters of special interest. There we go. I had to go to the outliner category configuration thing. So, to do court. Players in multiplayer, disable alerts, okay. So, we have a good eye on him. He's actually got 2 out of 1 domain right now, oddly. He doesn't have the stewardship to even use the troops in, what is going on with you? You're attacking King Philip of France. Oh yes, because the Holy Roman Empire is still at war with France over this piece of land up here. Slowly ticking towards his favor, though. Oh, we got an event here. This man is of the Dominican order. He's got a white and black cloak. I knew there was a huge bear somewhere in the caves in Montferrat, and a courier of mine had insisted to come along. A courtier of mine had insisted to come along. When my men and I went hunting for the bear. Derp-a-derp. Enough of your nagging, you can come along. There is no way you'll join us, so... My marshal wants to come with us. Yeah, sure, you can come along. The beast was huge, bigger than any bear I'd ever seen. I fought him bravely, but I only managed to slay him after he wounded several of my men. I could not save everyone. Gained 10 prestige, but Mayor Alerdo, 30% chance of gains the trait wounded. So I could possibly just purposefully wound my marshal. I'm not going to do that, that's mean. I'm going to try and save him. And his opinion of us goes up by 10 for 2 years. Because we're brave, we have this option, I guess. And because we're a hunter, of course, so I'm going to save him. A group of hedge knights have come to visit Susa, the Duchy of Susa. It's that same guy again. Ardizone has met with them and asks for my reply. They want more money from us. Gain prestige for the cost of 4 gold. Piss everybody off. We will welcome them reluctantly. I don't really want to spend much money. Edge Knights have participated in a minor tournament together with our knights. Sadly, one of those landless vagabonds has been severely injured. Again, we're going to just let him stay at the castle. That's cheaper than paying money. Levy is coming up. New important decisions are available. You can shut the gates. How's the plague looking? Plague is looking good. It's holding fast in Lombardy. It's not going any further west. Good to know. What's going on here? The Holy Roman Emperor looks like... Where is his main army right now? Up here. Should probably go over there and take the war goal, man, if you haven't done that already. But he's making gains. The war is almost over. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Holy Roman Emperor becomes excommunicated soon for setting up a anti-pope. Actually, this pope is in seclusion. Pope Marinus is in seclusion. Something just happened. So, King Philip of France accepted King Kaiser, the Kaiser Heinrich IV's, the Holy Roman Empire's peace offer. So, the Holy Roman Empire just wrested control of Zealand away from France, and it's back in the de jure territory of the HRE. Good. That means we're stronger, because we have more people under us. Good. Continue along. Switch back over to our de jure vassals tab. He probably is going to transfer this under the Duke of Holland, because the Duke of Holland will likely want control of this count. I wouldn't be surprised if the HRE just sends it his way. That's the thing. One of the things I should mention to say, dukes generally get mad. If you're a king and you have a duke who's beneath you, and you own land in the county that should be beneath the duke, and you own it directly, this duke will not like you for owning that land. So you want to give, generally speaking, you want to give the de jure vassals to their de jure duchies. It keeps things cleaner, and it means everyone's mostly happy with what you're doing. Not going to cause problems for you. What else can we do? We can hold a feast. Ask our liege for a title right now. Does he like us much? He likes us a little better than before. State diplomacy is better, both gregarious. He likes that we're a talkative fellow. And, how's our society score looking? 156 devotion. Somebody died. Oh, that's terrible. Who's that? Gemma of Capua. Nobody I know. Well, I'm getting alerts for that. Maybe she's distantly related or something. The Holy Roman Emperor wants something from us. I accidentally didn't get to it in time. Some of these pop-ups, they disappear if you, the ones that pop down and make that sound can go away if you don't address them quick enough, so you want to hit your pause button pretty quick. How's our troops looking? Almost back to full. And he's actually down on the number of troops right now for reasons unknown. Oh, probably because he has the Great Pox. Fantastic. He has a disease, an incurable disease that causes his skin to become horrible and filled with boils. It's just, yeah, I'm totally a good Christian man, aren't I? A son was born to Alamerici of Teresia named Antonio, and he's an attractive young boy. So I don't know how we know a zero-year-old is attractive, but somehow we do. Attractive, just like the clubbed-footed trait, is a genetic trait, but it is a good genetic trait. It is you want these type of ones, the ones that have the green backgrounds. Antonio is a fine name, and we want to get him started on the struggle focus, I think. We currently don't have any wards right now. Our other son still hasn't managed to produce an heir. How's our brother looking? Our nephew has, though. He's selected struggle, and right, this, and then this child. We want to give her the thrift focus. Women, you tend to want to educate women in either the ways of money, so stewardship, or diplomacy. And the reason you want to do that is because both of these traits at their end level, their final education trait, our final education trait is skilled tactician. Both diplomacy and stewardship, their end education trait always gives fertility, and ideally you want a woman with high fertility so she can rear a lot of children. So we're going to select that for this little girl. I usually go with stewardship because I find it to be more important on the small scale than diplomacy is. Once we become an emperor or king, diplomacy might well become more important. I write to you with good news. I have successfully sabotaged Savoy, causing trouble and considerable disruption. Excellent. That is exactly what we wanted to happen. So what did that cause? I bet you our levy's up to full right now. It's almost there. Get about another 100 men out of it. We're going to try to do that. Then we're going to go to war with Savoy. Alright. A small kitty is demanding your attention. Oh, it's so cute. Pat the kitty, or allow the kitty to follow you home. Having a pet cat gives us +1 health and +1 intrigue. We could become kind. And kind is a good skill, a good trait to have. It's one of the virtues. But, we could kick the cat. Wow. No. Become one-eyed. 25% the cat chance the cat scratches our eye out for being a cruel dick. No, we're gonna let the cat follow us home because we want more health so that we live longer. Health is a hidden attribute that you're not able to see anywhere on your character page, but the more the better. I'm gonna let it follow us home. So now we have both a dog and a cat. We are getting up there in age. A group of hedge knights have come to visit us in Susa. Ardizone has met with them and asked for my reply. Again, I'm just going to welcome them reluctantly. That hedge knight event is firing quite a lot. We're just going to lose the prestige again and give them a place to stay since one of them was injured again. Alright. How's our military looking? It's good enough. I'm not going to trifle over 20 men. How many does he have? Less than us. That's all I care. So, let us declare war. I'm actually going to do my de jure claim on Piedmont, I think, just because it is simpler. I'd rather have it clean here to start with than worrying about expanding off in that direction. If we can get another war in before I die, that'd be good, but yeah, let's just go ahead and go to war with him. Raise the levies and begin. I want to actually go to Piedmont first. I want to make sure these guys all have the proper commanders before we start attacking into the mountains. Merge them. I'm leading here. We have another commander here. I want to be leading the bigger army. And I need to have commanders in each of the flanks. I give these commanders the best we can. We'll probably want that guy in the center, actually. And then you on the side. Okay. It's our 5 commanders. Let's do this. We should be able to get there in time to crush that army. Alas, my commander was cornered and slain by the enemy on the battlefield. That's too bad. It could have been us, though. It would have been really bad if it was. Hey, things are not going well. I'm going to take this opportunity to retreat to Saluzzo. Yikes. That was bad. Your 2 pets truly fight like cats and dogs. You can barely sleep at night unless you lock them in separate rooms in fear of confinement. Your cat has begun hiding before bedtime. Yesterday you spent the better part of an hour looking for it. You cannot stand this for much longer. They will figure it out in due time. I will find a new owner for my dog. I don't want to lose my dog. The cat is obviously unhappy. I'll give it a new home. I don't want to give away either of those 2 things, so I'm just going to let them figure it out in time. Okay, so right now, we're going to move into Piedmont, and I'm going to make sure that none of these flanks are being led by people that shouldn't be leading them. Auto balance, please. We lost quite a few troops, but we are moving into the territory that we said we needed to take, so We have special minor titles available. A lot of people stopped being our marshals for whatever reason. We'll hire you. They might have been captured in that battle. And you, and you. And we'll probably want somebody else on the side, so throw you there. Minus 34% war score, not going so well for us right now. Might be able to race him in the siege, though. Probably not, but so long as he doesn't occupy both of our territories, we should be able to win this war. It's time to go to bed and you are searching for your cat. You attempt your most recent trick, luring it out with small treats from the kitchen, but for the first time this method proves unsuccessful. Once an hour has passed, you give up and call for your dog. It comes running with a limp little body, and it's... Jesus Christ! It killed the cat! No! Pet cat will be removed from Ducadone of Susa. Gains the trait depressed, 75% chance. Get rid of your dog. Wow, this ended in disaster. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. How could you? Bad dog, bad dog. Yuck. Oh, fuck it. We'll get rid of the dog, I guess. Fortunate. Our military is a little bit depleted, but we should be able to beat him to the end goal. Turn the war goal around. Oh, that's a bummer. We just died. Alright, so we have a new heir. If your character now dies, you will play as Enrico Alaramici. And we lost some commanders, some stuff happened. Duke Adone has given up the ghost at age 65. He died a natural death, although not especially blessed. We hope Adone will find peace in the afterlife. Indeed. He did expand the realm, and I'm very proud of him. Duke Guglielmo. Being both thrifty and frugal, the realm will surely prosper under his rule. Long live Duke Guglielmo. So be it. We want to pause right away. We need to fix up the realm. Alright, first things first, our martial score is terrible, so we're going to pick the hunting focus to get that a little bit better than it was before. Second thing, we want to choose an ambition. We want to... I'm going to pick the Groom and Heir ambition, and what Groom and Heir does is increases our fertility by 20%. I think that's worth doing. We have our son here. We want to educate him ourselves if we can help it. Assign our guardian to me. We need to nominate a successor. Definitely not him. We want to nominate our son, most likely. Yes, nominate our son. Even though it's saying that the Duke of Savoy gets a vote, it doesn't matter because we own the duchy and therefore our vote is more valuable than his. He's the only other person who can vote because he has land within the duchy of Susa. We have a child that needs an education focus. We'll put him on struggle because we want more martial characters. We have open council positions. So a chancellor will be our half-brother. We'll continue doing what he was doing, and we're going to sow dissent in Savoy. We are going to train troops, not in... We're going to train troops in Saluzzo still. Is there anyone better suited for this job? No. We need a new steward. The best guy for the job is the Bishop of Casale, so he will be our steward. And he will be collecting taxes in Saluzzo since Monferrat is currently occupied. And we need a spy master, so we could actually have a woman. We could have our wife be spy master, but I think that's probably not so good an idea. I'm going to make the commander of Susa into the spy master, and he is going to sabotage Savoy. And we'll just have everybody doing what they do, and we have special minor titles are grantable because we used to be the regent, now we need to pick a new regent. I'm going to pick my wife, because she has a high martial score. If anything happens to us, if we become incapable, she'll be able to have a good number of troops to defend the realm, if anybody gets any ideas. Court Physician is going to be our bishop. The Cupbearer is going to be our heir, but we can't choose him yet, so we are going to just leave that position open, I think. And the council is discontent, but that always happens whenever a new ruler comes to power. I don't want to be leading this. If I could assign somebody else, I would. Do we have any other commanders in charge? We're missing a commander as well. We need somebody else, so you can be a commander. And we'll assign him to it instead. I don't want to die. Actually, on the other hand, I need commanders in all the slots, so I'll be on one of the flanks. And somebody's inherited the Duchy of Carinthia, or the County of Istria, I should say. He usurped the title from Count Ulrich of Crane, so Istria just got bigger. Who's this guy over here? Vassal levies are raised too long, doesn't really matter, those are all the city levels. I think we're sieging faster than he is, yes. Technically, we might finish before he does. I don't know. Gonna be close. It has come to my attention that the Chancellor of Mentone, Baldivino, has bribed and threatened his way through my domain, trying to get enough people to recognize a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege, Patrician Oberto of Spinola. I have no idea who that is. I think that is one of the merchant republics. Where is Spinola? House Spinola under Genoa. Well, they'll never use it, so not worried about that. He's decided to go ahead and use a claim. So he has a claim on me, basically. One of the merchant republic houses in Genoa. But not the Doge himself, so I'm not worried. I can probably beat him in a stand-up fight. Oh my goodness, it's coming close. He's probably going to beat me, but as long as I get the war goal, it shouldn't matter too much. I'd like to be able to release and re-raise, but we don't really have much more troops than we had before, sadly. But we did lose... Oh no, we beat him there, so we might be able to stop him from getting that siege. How many days until... Once every 12 days. We can get there in 27th. I don't think we can get there in time. We can, probably, but I don't know whether I want to take this fight. It might be worse for us if we take it than if we don't. I'm going to hire a commander is what I'm going to do. Hire a couple of commanders. Go to the Intrigue tab. And... promote commanders. Let's see who this one is. We'll keep him, but I'll promote another one and see what we get. You're a little better. I'll do one more. Very expensive, but it'll be worth it eventually. Sure. You guys, you're going to be replacing a few of these people. You're hired. You're awful. I guess you're hired. Let's put the best one in charge, and yeah, that'll work, I guess. Try and fight. Stop him from getting our castle. Should be able to win, I hope. But these are heavy cavalry, so they're kind of hard to fight sometimes. But we are winning, thankfully. Alright, so we gained 30 war score from doing that. I'm going to follow him, because I think we can beat him again. Guido says his favorite toy is missing, and he won't go to bed without it. I may have thrown it out today when I was tidying up. Offer to buy him a new one. He might gain the trait fussy. I guess I have to go find it, but he'll get happy. He'll be happy with me, but he may gain the trait fussy either way. I don't care about his opinion, and I don't really want to lose any more prestige, because we don't have very much prestige at all right now, so... my offer to purchase a new toy was rejected by Guido. He's upset, and I would even suggest such a thing. This little child just gained a trait that is not necessarily bad. Him being fussy means he might be a better steward, as usual, so that's alright. Should beat this guy again. It's very lucky that we managed to break that siege before he had the chance to attack it. So he can't even siege that down now, so that's good. I don't need to chase him around anymore. I'm just going to lay siege to Piedmont. Siege the rest of it down. Patrician Oberto of Grimaldi is trying to usurp my title. His chancellor is supposedly traveling around Monferrat to try and find both documents and supporters to help him legitimize the claim on my title. So another one of these people from Genoa down here are probably trying to do something to me. I don't want to bribe him. I'm going to try and make him disappear. I'm going to try and murder him. My character isn't pious right now at all. He's a greedy man of the world. Maybe we'll change our ways in time, but we'll try and get rid of him. Assassins I sent failed miserably, and the troublesome Chancellor continues to fabricate his claim, and blah blah blah, etc. That's fine. You're never going to use it. Calling your bluff. Still unable to siege my territory, that's good. And one of our kinsmen just had a son. We'll switch him to struggle focus as well, and his name is Simonetto. It's fine. Put us up to speed 4, so we get this done a little bit faster. It's just sort of sitting and waiting, there's not much going on. As my troops ransacked the city of Torino, I guess that's where the Winter Olympics were held at one point, they uncovered an interesting relic that Mayor Arnul had hidden away there. Ooh, wonderful news. The tongue of a saint. Transfer the tongue of a saint from Mayor Arnul's of Torino's treasury to Duke Guglielmo of Susa's treasury. Awesome! We stole some treasure. So this was a feature I totally forgot to show you guys, but this was added in Monks and Mystics. This is the treasury, and we just picked up a holy relic, which are often stored in churches. I don't know why the mayor had it, but we have the tongue of a saint. The venerated tongue of a saint, once it spoke many eloquent truths, and it gives us, by owning it, we gain monthly prestige, 0.5, 0.05 monthly, and diplomacy of +1. That's really good. Yeah. Cool. Maybe this thing will speak to him and he'll think about changing his ways. And I don't like this hair exactly, so I'm going to switch that out. That is my preferred haircut for the Italians, so I'll switch it over to that. What happened to you, Duke Heinrich? Or King Heinrich? Kaiser Heinrich, even. You get an eye patch. You a pirate, man? You doing some piracy against England, maybe? Or Denmark? Maybe France? What happened? You must have had an accident or something. What is the HRE doing anyway right now? He's got a truce with France that is up on the 31st of August, 1080. So quite a while, 7 years. Got some rebels in France right now. As long as they don't cross over into the HRE, that's fine. What just happened? Defending against another Slavic revolt over here, because this county is still Slavic, it's still causing problems. Whatever, the Holy Roman Emperor will take care of it. He's got plenty of men. And we just took the city of Torino, and now we're working on the bishopric of Settimo. That puts us at 88%. Now, I'm probably just going to go here and take a fight against the Cav. And we've sabotaged Savoy again. Not really necessary. Hey, we gained the trait Brave. Awesome. Even more martial. That'll help with our recovery of our men after the war's over. We should win this pretty well. And this should be 100%, yep. And a son was born finally to our half-brother here, and his name is Martino. That is perfectly fine, and we will set him on the path of struggle to become a warrior-type character. That's 100%. We have just won the war. Let's end it, offer peace, and enforce our demands. Switch back over to independent, direct vassals, rather, and see Piedmont become part of our territory. Sweet. The Susan Savoyard War. Susans. We are Susans. Mary Sues. Savoyard War, de jure war over Piedmont has ended. Duke Guglielmo of Susa has won, and we gained some prestige for that, much needed. And we can drop the speed down. And we dismiss our levy because we no longer need it. We don't want to pay for it any longer than we need to. We want it to immediately go back to working for us again. Now, as far as I can tell, all of this is currently underneath of us, and we're at 3 out of 3 domains, so everything's nice and clean, there's no chance of losing any of this. We're going to want to begin replenishing troops in some of these places, so I need to probably select a... Let's actually check our realm, because we probably gained more people because of that. Ooh, this guy's amazing. He's a commander in Susa, and he's actually been disfigured. He must have had that happen in the battle, that's too bad. This marshal, what kind of traits do you have? You're pretty good at spy mastery stuff. I can switch you out. I'm actually going to change his position. Change council position. I want you to be the spy master. So by doing this, I'll try it. I'll do it again just so you guys can see what I'm doing. I go down, I right-click his portrait, I go to change council position, I click do it, and then I can change him to counselor or steward from this page, but if I had something else in mind, I want him to be my spy master, so we've just swapped it. Now that this guy is worse than this guy is going to be set to marshal. We're going to begin training troops, probably in Piedmont, since Piedmont has the most to be gained, the most to be recovered. We'll send him there first. We're going to move our steward back to collecting taxes in the capital, because we should be getting better tax there than anywhere else. And we have an alert up here that says idle council members. It's because we have to assign our spy master a job. I'm going to send him to study technology now that things have changed. We're going to send him to study technology in Genoa. Merchant republics usually have good tech at the beginning of the game, since they've apparently advanced in technology more than we have. Do we have anyone who's a better bishop? No, we're going to just keep him doing what he's doing there. We no longer need to sow dissent in Savoy. Do we have that claim anymore on Savoy? No, we don't, so we want to immediately start fabricating a claim on Savoy so we can expand up into that region, since we lost the claim that our father had, because we didn't press it in a war, it went away. We lost a commander. We will put the Marshal of Cuneo, or this fella here. He's arbitrary, though. I don't want it to be him, so we're going to set the Marshal of Cuneo to be that. Do we have any displeased vassals? We do. And we could make one of them our cupbearer. How old are you, sir? You're only 28. It's unlikely you'll die, but we'll get a character. He doesn't like us. Why doesn't he like us? We're a foreigner. Liege is cruel. Wants a seat on the council. Well, you know what, man? I'm good with my council right now, so it ain't gonna be that. But we'll make you the cupbearer just so you're slightly happier with us. You only hate us a bit now. But you have cancer. You're probably gonna die anytime soon. So I might not have to worry about you anytime soon. Alright guys, we made some great progress, and we've totally formed the Duchy of Susa. And maybe, who knows, the Holy Roman Emperor might decide to make us something if we happen to play our cards right. But until then, I will see you next time for more of Rag Plays Crusader Kings II, Monks and Mystics, the Penitenziagite campaign. See you then.